stay here, or you can start to extend out and up, stacking your vertebrae. Ooh, hey, shirt's down. Whoop, whoop. So stay here, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other. It's more of a balance, not a strength as much. And ideally, you want to stay here for, 30 breaths. But anything 30 seconds or longer is great. And so when you come out of this position, start to hinge, bringing your weight back, and gently lower your feet down to the mat, and then come up. Sitting back on your heels, inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, gently hinge at your waist here, and fold forward. Stretching out because you just compressed some of your spine parts, your spine, so we want to create a little length in that again. So lower your body over your knees if you need a little space because you just ate. And lower your forehead and chest to the mat. Couple more things here before we close. Let's swing our knees around the side, come onto our back. Laying back on our back here, we're going to come into a bridge posture. So bring your heels up behind, as close to your bottom as you can, at least underneath your knees. Place your palms back on your mat and then tilt your pelvis before you start to do any movement. Tilt your pelvis first and then start to press into your heels, into your feet, and raise, lifting your pelvis up to the sky. Stay here, make sure your knees are not frailing open, rounding down, and then raise your arms up to the sky and lower down one vertebrae at a time. You're going to do this one more time. So bring your heels back, pressing into your heels, into your palms. Inhale, raise up to the sky. Now this time, try to interlace your hands underneath, rolling back over your shoulders, pressing higher, reaching to the sky. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, and exhale, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Pelvis tilt comes down last. Now for this last bridge, if it's in your practice, you can come into a wheel, and I will walk you through that. Inhale, placing your palms back behind over your shoulders. We're going to press into our heels and into our palms at the same time, coming up to a wheel. And you can come on your toes, or you can stay on your heels. Ideally, you would stay here for several breaths as well. Tuck your chin and start to lower down gracefully, one vertebrae at a time. Now take your knees and start to hug them into your chest, rocking back and forth. And for our next posture, let's come into Happy Baby. Extend the balls of your feet up to the sky, and then reach grab the outside of your feet. Start to gently rock back and forth. Maybe pulling your right knee into your chest, pulling yourself over to the right, and then doing the same on the opposite side. Just playfully here. And then last but not least, before our Shavasana, bring the balls of your feet together and start to lower those down to your mat. I lied. I would like to do a supine twist. So let's stack our feet, bring our feet in behind, bring our feet underneath our knees, and then start to let those fall over to that left side. And then take your gaze to your right. You can take your left palm if you'd like to get a little deeper stretch, placing it on the outside of that right thigh. And then let's inhale, come back to center, neutral, and then let those knees fall over to the right side. Take your gaze to the left. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Take your gaze over your left hand. And let's inhale, come back to neutral, bring those knees in one final time, and then release to Shavasana. Turn your palms up, close your eyes, start to let your body feel the weight of your body against the mat, against the earth, or wherever you are. Relax. Let your mind be still. Thank your body for your practice today, for showing up for yourself. And remember what your intention was for this practice, whatever that is. By showing up for yourself, you'll have more strength, more clarity, less stress, clearer thoughts. Take a few moments here to relax and really sink in, letting every muscle in your body succumb to the weight on your mat. Normally I'd let you stay here a little bit longer, but it's really hot on my face. So roll over to your right side. Use your left hand to start pressing up to the seated. Come to the easy position again. Once more. Palms facing up on your knees. Again, I'd like to thank you for showing up and sharing your day with me, whether that's today or tomorrow or the next day. I hope that this practice has brought you something that you needed. Take that intention and go forth, remembering that slight changes in our behaviors have ripple effects for benefits to come for weeks and months and years. Stay up with your practice. Inhale our arms out and up. Exhale to heart center. Namaste.